I'm Dustin. I'm the host of Operation C.M.G, the podcast that covers comics, movies, and games. I don't have a snazzy punchline this week.
It's because he's not as clever as he thinks he is.
Introducing my co-host is Penis Face, Jacob Ruff, Dreadhead, Leslie Pope.
Did you forget his name?
No.
No, I think he's sitting here thinking like he called Jacob Penis Face, and it's just like, okay, insult, yes. Leslie, Dreadhead.
I was like, I can't go with a racial slur. That's. Oh, okay. Juice behind the. Listen, guys. Okay, we had some car trouble today. This has been a little rough one. All right, we got some windshield wiper problems we couldn't figure out. All right, yeah. All right.
Today's fucked.
What you guys been up to? This is going smooth. I like this. No edits. One try. One life.
Oh,
no,
God.
no deaths.
Supernova.
This is a speed run.
Okay.
Oh.
What have we been up to? Like, what? Are we gonna do, like, games or movies? Like,
Hey, what you been up to?
Alright.
Well, I've been watching Titans.
It's kind of rude of you to ask him what
And
he's been up to. And then like, you know what? Fuck you. I've been watching Titans.
That was the point, honestly.
Okay, well then, how's Titans? How are you?
Honestly, it's phenomenal. Honestly, it's phenomenal. You know what's funny? I do think that, I think the only time we've talked about this is, I think, before I even started watching any of it. I think.
Yep.
We were talking about the Dick Grayson and the Nightwing set photos.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I even started the show when we were talking about that. But I'm on episode 8 of season 2. I think there's 10 episodes. I'm almost done with it. It's a phenomenal show. I mean, it's
for a third season.
Hey, breaking news today. Breaking news coming at you live. My person C.M.G.
Live a day later after we record the podcast.
If anybody rips this, you gotta quote us. I mean, yeah, it's got Deathstroke's main villain season 2. I mean, y'all walked in while I was watching it. I mean,
I'm not gonna lie, it looks very intricate.
It is. It's not like a, I don't know, for a, I guess a streaming platform that's like not Netflix or Hulu. Like it's, DC made their own. It's not a shitty show. Like it's got a.
I didn't think it would be a shitty show. I thought the writing would have been bad.
Thought it would have been corny, like the CW show.
Yeah, I thought that's exactly what I was thinking. It's like it's gonna be like the writing's gonna be like a CW show to the point where you're like, oh Barry, that's not funny.
Mm-hmm.
Like, stop it. But it I was watching the episode with you and I was like, all right, I'm ready for the next episode. Bring this shit on. It was good.
Mm-hmm.
I got invested in it. Now I'm about to steal somebody's fucking subscription password.
That's illegal.
No, it's not.
Well,
you have mine.
Actually, I know this is not going with what we're talking about. Like, don't you know that they're actually going to start trying to crack down on that?
Are they really?
Yeah, people who like share passwords and shit.
Netflix is.
Because
I pay for 2 screens anyway, so.
But they're sitting here. They say, "Oh, we lost billions of dollars in."
Bitch, you've made billions of dollars.
Exactly. And when is enough for these people? But yeah,
never. This is back to like episode 2.
Nah, bro. Look, I'm on Hulu, bro.
You're trying to get the greedy hands.
I'm on Hulu.
You gotta give me all your money.
I bought Hulu and I specifically paid for 2 screens just so I wouldn't have ads, and it's literally only me and my fiance having 1 account, like on the page when they're supposed to have 2. So why can't I pay for this shit? Why can't I can choose who I want my second screen to be?
See, that's okay. I think one of the things that they're talking about is like, okay, like I really do hate to say this, but I don't have a Netflix. My mom has a Netflix account that I just so happen to use. They're talking about things like that, but like, I think a problem comes like, let's say you're in like college or something.
My mom bums Netflix off of me, so.
Yeah, shout out to Jamie's mom.
It be happening.
Using that shit for 3 years.
But yeah, that's something that they were thinking about doing.
Yeah, I saw that. But yeah, I mean, Titans, watch it. It's really interesting. It's really good.
See, now one thing that I find interesting is that you say this is good for a non-Netflix or Hulu streaming service. When in all actuality, I think they're all starting to get, I mean, I guess they're really starting to compete with each other more.
Well, it's
but
just like,
starting to come with better content.
No, yeah, they definitely are. It was just a question of when I first started it. It was just like it's like, how much money is DC really going to throw at this?
Mm-hmm.
Like, are they really going to do it? Are they going to half-ass do it? Is the pilot going to be looking shitty, but the rest of the first season is not? So, but I mean, I don't know. I don't think anybody big.
I think in like a superhero TV show, the moment where you can see they cut corners is like the Suits for me.
The Suits
like
well,
isn't it Deathstroke in CW universe where he look like he literally has like a plastic mask for me.
Mm-hmm.
And the Green Arrow was like it's like fucking like in leather, in a leather jacket,
Yeah.
and pants.
That's what Flash is. It's just a leather onesie painted red.
That's all it is.
With the
No, I mean
symbol.
the costumes in this. You got 2 different Robins. The Deathstroke costume looks fucking retarded good. You see like a glimpse of Batman in the season finale, episode 1.
Look alright.
Yeah.
For them to spend that much time on it, like for that much time for that his scene being like what? How long was that scene? Like,
You probably see him for 2 minutes, probably.
okay, so that's what I was saying. It's like for them to spend 2 minutes to have in a scene.
Instead of
Did they go and spend the money on actually like getting a good Batman suit?
or did they just kind of like half-ass just be
Yeah.
like, oh, it's only 2 minutes.
It's only 2 minutes. Fuck it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That did like the way you guys were talking about it. How like the level of quality that Netflix and Hulu and now the DC Universe app is like bringing to their shows. The quality that they're bringing gets me even more hyped for Witcher. Because I'm like, now I feel like it's gonna be
Because you know it's gonna be.
Exactly.
They're like, this budget is infinite. Just
exactly
like,
yeah. So like that was my point. Is like it just makes me more hyped for other original shows coming out on those streaming apps. Where I'm like, I'm alright with watching this. I can watch it. Like Witcher, I'm excited for it. Not as excited as you though, because you're the one that got me into it. But like I am pretty excited for it. I just want it to look good. I don't want to be like walking around with like chainmail on, looks like plastic.
I think that's one thing that you don't have to worry about, because it seems like Witcher is one of those shows where they're going to that's one where it's a niche. Like there are people who most definitely want to watch this
and care about it.
Yeah,
Like the
And
show.
are gonna criticize it.
The showrunner was like, if he said like this show could go on for 20 years.
Damn. I hope it does.
Shit. I mean,
Hope it does.
All right, let's see. You've been watching Titans. I've actually been keeping up with Watchmen, which I know you haven't watched it, but you are fucking up because Watchmen is getting really fucking good.
I have a problem.
What?
I have too much shit to watch, man. I'm trying to finish Dragon Ball Super.
Mm-hmm.
But I still haven't finished it yet. I'm very close. I'm on like episode 122 of like 140 or something. I don't know. I'm in the halfway part. It's less like any other anime though. But the last episode was like, there's 5 minutes after 3 minute power. I'm like, bitch, you know this is gonna be another.
How did 5 minutes turn to 20 episodes?
Exactly. How did a 45-minute fight last 8 hours worth of television? I don't know, but yeah. So that's ending.
First off, let me correct you, because watching the Tournament of Power, it clearly states that this person is fighting this person while this is happening.
Okay, no, like
Yeah, we know that, okay? But at the same time, it's still when it
fucking
goes
20
it
episodes.
throws us off because we're watching it all in one go.
Yeah.
Instead of seeing like, these two people are fighting at the same time.
Fair enough.
But
it's fun. Well, it's funny you mentioned that you don't have it. Well, first, before I say what you said, Watchmen, you really got to get into this because it's like
I just like.
You have a lot of shit to watch.
There's a lot of stuff to watch, and it's like I'll get in a mood where it's like, you know what, I want to watch, this, and I'll keep watching it, and then I'll like fall off of it, then I'll start watching something else. Then I'll have a fucking backlog of shit to watch. That like it stresses me out.
But then, but that's the name of the game, baby. Like we finna have like how many 27 streaming services out there? Like
The Mandalorian comes out fucking tomorrow.
Yeah. See, this is a good thing. You can binge watch other shows in your backlog while Mandalorian comes out weekly.
Disney service comes out tomorroar.
Hey, yeah, if you guys don't know that.
Yeah.
I mean, depending on when you watching this, because it could like
today. It came out today. $7 a month. Watch the Star Wars Show the Mandalorian.
But
you
like,
know what, dude? You know my bitch ass is fixing to download that shit tomorrow and watch it.
Okay.
Like, damn. Like,
hold on. No, but why?
I
You
pre-ordered that shit.
You say that you don't have enough
you really?
time. You say you don't have enough time to
because,
watch
bro, I'm
things.
trying to binge play Outer Worlds. I'm trying to... While I'm playing Outer Worlds, I'm like, I love this game. Should I stop and play Call of Duty? Should I stop and play Call of Duty right now? She's like, I kind of play Modern Warfare. And I'm like, oh, shit. Maybe I want to watch some Dragon Ball. What about Titan? You haven't watched that show in 2 weeks.
Right, so then it's just like when...
I have like a council of Dustins in my head.
When do you think you're gonna like not be overloaded with shit? Because it's like with as many people...
Never.
So
Never.
then...
we got Call of Duty. We got Outer Worlds. Star Wars fucking... The Fallen Jedi. The Last Jedi.
Jedi Fallen Order. Is
Whatever.
For.
He's coming out.
I thought he was talking about the Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah.
No. Then you got fucking Death Stranding that we're gonna talk about in a little bit. And it's just like I'm just like I hate the part of the years.
Yeah.
Where
It's
you're like,
always that
dude,
October to December.
I got
year.
nothing to play but fucking Fortnite, and then I get all these games and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck to do.
Cause that's what happens during the winter. Like, you know, it's cuffing season. You know, you're supposed to be in the house,
It's
booed up.
cuffing
What you
season.
gonna do? You finna watch a movie. You know,
Boot up.
Yeah, finna watch some shows. But
I did watch that movie, The King. Yeah, The King. You watched it?
no.
You watched it?
Mm-mm. I've seen the ad for it, but
No, I've seen ads.
Man, I tell you what.
Hold on, pause. How is it that you can sit here and look me in my face, say you don't have enough time to watch
But I
shit?
watched a 2-hour, 40-minute movie.
it was 2 hours and 40 minutes.
It's long.
Not I.
This is the shit I'm talking about, man. I have no self-control.
Maybe you just have no time management.
I'm like a dog chasing cars, dude. I'm just like, hey, look at that.
New thing. Click.
And I'm just like, and yeah, just like, I'm like, oh, fuck, bro. And I feel bad.
No, because your problem is because you're like, yo, I'll try it out. I guarantee that's what you said. Oh, The King, I'll give it about 15 minutes. You click it, you're like, and you get into it. Wow.
I'm calling my podcast. You didn't produce something silent. How
Wow.
unprofessional of you.
Wow.
This is a shit show today.
Not wrong.
Yeah, I love it.
Retake.
This goddamn computer, bro.
I just think we're at the point to where there's always going to be too many things to watch.
We waited to the end of the year because we knew, like, oh man, getting tired of playing our normal rotation of games. Can't wait till the end of the year when we got more games to play. And now at the end of the year, we're like, dude, I don't know what to do.
And it ain't
There's
even
too much.
Christmas yet.
I know,
It's
right?
not even
Yeah,
Christmas
exactly.
yet. I guarantee you there's going to be something else that
dude.
pops
No,
up
you
here
know,
in the next month or so.
January 18th, Kakarot's coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
And you know my stupid ass is gonna buy that game day one.
I know. I hate myself for wanting to play this game. Like, because it's like, how many? Nothing else has just repackaged the same thing over
than Dragon
and
Ball.
over.
Have you ever played a Naruto game? That is
No,
repackaged.
no. Naruto at least continues the story.
Dragon Ball's like, hey, you know the show you've watched 8 times?
You know Frieza.
We're coming out with a 10th game!
It's like, you know the Frieza, the Cell, and the Buu saga? That's all we know. Like Naruto, they'll at least go to like Shippuden and like go towards the end, do the Great Ninja War. They have not once switched up the formula for like any. Well, I mean, like they had the Xenoverse.
Dragon
games,
Ball
but-
dead ass is
You
like,
still go through all
hey,
the sagas in that
we
game
know
as
you
a
played
creative
this exact
character.
same game on GameCube, on Game Boy, on Game Boy Advance,
On
PlayStation
PS2.
1, 2, and 3, and 4, Xbox. Guess what? We're coming out with another. You get to play a surprise Goku.
Whoa!
and
It's not
others.
Goku. It's Kakarot.
That's how you're getting this. What?
You also do get to play as other characters, but like, still.
But I mean, okay, you play as other characters, but we within ourselves know Goku is the, until it's Goku versus Big Bad. It's just whatever. These are just play fights.
Goku and the Super Friends.
Are they even the Super Friends? It's just kind of like Goku and Vegeta and the others.
This computer is fucking. I'm having. Dude, this is a shit show today, son. Nothing's working today. What platforms is Disney Plus coming out on?
What do you mean?
Like, what can you download the app on?
Ooh,
I don't know what contract they've got set
It'll
up.
have, like,
I
your
pre-ordered
apps.
it, but I couldn't.
I actually don't know because I would want to say that
I was trying to give the listeners some good intel with this computer. Just
you would
It did.
think that they would debut on like smart TV, like they would have an app just in general where you can get on smart TV, smartphones, tablets, things like that.
It is going to be on the Google Play Store for your phone, so I'm assuming App Store as well. And that's only because it gave me the option to be able to pre-order it on Google Play.
I hope so. I mean, because like I got a smart TV, but I also have a Roku.
Yeah.
Or a Fire Stick.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming it's gonna be on there. Hopefully, or I'm gonna be screwed.
See, that's what I'm saying. I think if that has an app for like a smart TV, then it would have the app for.
I don't know about game consoles though.
See, no, that's what I'm
DC
sitting here
Universe doesn't
wondering.
have the game console, does it? It's not on PlayStation though, is it?
What?
DC Universe.
So it says
Yeah.
web
The app
browsers,
is?
Apple iOS devices, and Apple TV, Android mobile, Amazon devices such as Fire TV, Fire HD, Chromecast, Chromebook, Samsung Smart TVs, LG Smart TVs, Roku devices, PlayStation 4, Xbox, and Windows 10 are
Okay.
currently.
Did you say? you didn't say an Amazon Fire Stick?
No, he did.
Yes,
he said
it does.
Amazon.
It doesn't have any actual service providers listed though.
What do you mean?
So it doesn't have any, with all the platforms out there, DirecTV, any of the big names, it doesn't have any of them listed currently. So we don't know if that'll be available through any of your service providers on launch. I'm sure that'll probably be contracts down the line.
That would probably have to be within a business thing because it's like we could say right now, oh yeah, let's partner with DirecTV so they can view it. But then it's like, let's say DirecTV charges them $100,000. I mean, or no, that's more realistic, like $10 million. And they do that, but then it's like, oh shit, this is actually like $1 billion thing. Like, we are really getting subscribers. So maybe they're just like waiting to see how much traffic they're going to do before they actually venture out into that.
Probably. I'm just a little frustrated since most of the shows and movies that I like have been pulled in preparation of the Disney Plus.
Mm-hmm.
So you're waiting until those come out so you can watch it, and now you have to have either a Roku stick or Fire Stick or a smart TV. So
Not
I do
necessarily.
have them. I do have them,
It's
but
just-
I know
it
that
does
there's
it,
several
I don't know.
people out there who don't have them and they use
But
other
then,
services.
but
on
you said
Odyssey.
that you could get it in your web
Type in
browser.
Odyssey after that.
So it's
Yeah.
just like, yeah, you can get it on your laptop, phone.
and then stream
tablet.
it to your TV.
I mean, even then, it's like, it may suck, but, at least if you're watching it on your phone or tablet, like, at least you're
You
watching
have
it.
ways of watching it.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for the Mandalorian.
Very. Especially that last trailer dropped too.
I
You
don't
got to
know.
hear him talk for the first time.
You're not excited for it?
See, my thing is, okay, because it's like, as we talked about earlier, like, Disney is going to make it, or at least Marvel, they're going the route to where you cannot watch the movies without watching the show. And I just fear that Disney is going to take that model and apply it to everywhere. Like, let's say there's...
The Star Wars?
Yeah, I mean...
I hope not.
I hope not either, just because if they do, then I'm going to be watching a lot less Star Wars movies. Because again, we're already getting overloaded, but...
My thing is though, is that when they said that you needed to watch all the Marvel shows on to understand what was going on, I don't think it's really going to be that way. I think it was just like a strong arm technique to get people to do it. I don't think it's really going to be that, like,
Imperative.
exactly to make it to the point where like you absolutely have to watch them. You would understand a little bit more, but you can watch the movies without it. And I think it's just a strong arm technique to get people to buy it.
Do you think it's maybe just for... I don't know how to... I don't want to sound pretentious, but do you think it's maybe for like the everyday people who aren't necessarily like have a background in comics?
That's what I'm saying, is that like we would understand it just fine, but when like without watching the TV shows, but when somebody who doesn't know anything about comics and has just jumped on the Marvel bandwagon to watch like everything that's happening, like after Endgame, they're not gonna go watch the TV shows. Maybe not, but it's just a strong arm technique to get those people, not unlike us, to go watch the movies or go pay for their service. If they were to pay attention to the movies, I think that you can actually understand what's going on instead of just having to watch TV shows.
Do you think that's an effective thing for them to do to like actually make it so like you have? Well, maybe not you have to
make you
watch it.
feel like you have to watch it.
Yeah,
yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's more like a strong arm technique to get you to do it instead of saying, if they would have said you would understand it a little bit more if you were to watch it, then to be like you have to or you're not gonna know what's going on.
Okay.
So like it's more, like I said, strong arm technique.
I guess, but I'm just not willing. I don't like the feeling of feeling like I'm bullied into getting it. Like,
that's what I'm saying. If they would have said like in an easier way and would have been a little bit more truthful about it, then like it wouldn't feel that bad.
I don't know. I think I'm more inclined to get it because my wife loves Disney stuff. So I know she'll enjoy a lot of the content on there. And then honestly, like, I'm just really in it for the Star Wars stuff. I mean, I don't know. I don't see myself watching
a Loki TV show or anything like that.
Some of that stuff. No, I mean, I watched Daredevil because I specifically like that character on Netflix. But I watched like 3 episodes of Luke Cage. I watched a single episode of Jessica Jones. I watched 1 season of probably 2 episodes in the 2nd season of Iron Fist, but it just sucked so much. I'm just like,
that's where you told me to stop.
Like, just because it has the Marvel tag on it does not mean that like
you have to watch everything they put out.
Yeah.
So why do you feel that way about Star Wars?
Because I love Star Wars.
Okay.
But
I know, like, Star Wars has this weird thing, this weird effect on me where it's like, it's kind of like your mom's birthday. Like, it comes around, like, semi-often, but you forget about it. And then when it comes around, you're like, oh, shit.
That sounds like Valentine's Day for you, bud.
Whatever, man.
I'm not going to lie. That sounds like you are an awful son.
Here we go. Okay. Listen.
Dude, I don't.
I don't
remember until it comes around in September.
I
know September. I cannot tell you.
It's like there's Star Wars stuff, and then like I know about it, but I just like don't pay attention to it, and then like it's like right up on me, and then I'm like, oh shit!
That's how I felt about Fallen Order. Is I didn't know it was coming out literally next week, and I looked at it and was like, let me just check this whatever. It's like, oh hey, next week, and I was like, shit. That fucking close?
And then you get super hyped for it. Type deal. I'm very excited to watch it.
Oh, absolutely. I am too. But I'll try Loki shows or something like that, but
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like you did earlier about Watchmen. It's just kind of like I want to watch it. I really do want to, but
you don't want to sacrifice the time when you could be watching something else.
Man, it's just like, first of all, I don't know. I have enough switching from, like, when I'm on Hulu, I have a hard time switching off of Hulu, getting back onto, like, Netflix.
You're just lazy, dude.
Yeah.
That's lazy.
Yeah.
Especially when half of them...
I would agree with you if you would have said something like, because I do feel this way, like, switching from, like, genre to genre, like, going from Star Wars to DC to whatever. Like, because you get in a, like...
In a groove to do that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're watching Watchmen, and, like, all you want to do is see, like, realism, gritty superhero stuff. And then it's like, hey, you want to watch some crazy fantasy laser shit, Star Wars? And you're just like... But I'm already over here.
I'm sorry, I can't. I'm not that way. Because
I'll flip flop.
I will straight go from, because I've done this. It's like,
then you're just lazy. Then you don't want to get off Hulu to go to Netflix.
Right? No, I watch John Oliver. Then I may watch some One Piece, and then I'll watch Workaholics. Like I'm sorry, I'm all over the place.
I'm the same way.
You like pineapple on pizza, don't you?
Yeah.
Fuck no.
What the fuck is wrong with that?
Different day, different podcast. What have you been up to? I forgot about you over there, little bud.
Nice throwaway from the conversation. Then okay, cool. The newer show I've been watching is Jack Ryan, but then I've flip-flopped back and forth, but trying to finish Vikings, and then to Jack Ryan, because the second season just came out.
Meanwhile, watching House for the 8th time.
First of all, that's a damn good show.
Okay, Jack Ryan. Is it good? Because I cannot look at him. What's his name?
John Krasinski.
Yeah. Well, damn. I cannot look at him without seeing Jim.
No,
I do that too. Especially because my fiance now is going through and actually watching Office for the first time. So she's actually going through it. So while we're sitting there playing, I hear The Office playing. So like whenever late at night I'm sitting there and she's in bed, I'm gonna watch Jack Ryan. I'm like, I see Jim, but it takes it away from that really quickly because he's a really gritty character.
Does it?
Yeah. So he's not like he makes jokes every now and then, but like he's not that prankster looking at the camera every 10 seconds type character. He's a really gritty character in Jack Ryan.
I feel like because he was really good in 13 Hours.
Dude, that's what I told Jamie.
But he has a beard.
He has scruff in the second season.
And
it's better than beard in my
Quiet
opinion.
Place, he has a beard too. And like he without a beard, I'm just like you're just.
I'm the same way. But
you're just one big goofy looking dude.
he put on like muscle to do Jack Ryan, and it feels out like the aspect of his face a little bit, where it's not like you're looking at Jim. This is like a fucking badass version of Jim, is the way I see it. But the second season,
that's not good.
I always do. But that's the same thing as seeing Russell Crowe in a movie, and I'm like, oh shit, that's fucking Maximus Decimus Meridius. Like, I see that.
Greatest actor in the world, self-proclaimed Russell Crowe.
I don't think he's the greatest, but he's damn good.
No,
But
he says he is.
I will say, like, from a Tom Clancy fanboy, that like I've read the starting 6 Jack Ryan novels, like The Hunt for Red October and all that, and this feels like it takes place way before that, so it's not revisiting other content, but there's characters in here that are also in Breakpoint.
Really?
Yep. The private military corporation, the guy that runs that, the weird country accent guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Always wears that one glove. He's mentioned in here. Jack Ryan takes place before all this.
Is Jack Ryan just like James Bond?
No, because he is in the CIA, but he's an analyst. That's what he's meant to do. He's not a badass character. If you can't see Henry Cavill walking up and you see him fight him in the movie. Like, no, he'd probably get his ass whooped. He's just a Marine has his doctorate in economics turned into a CIA agent to literally do looking at funds and where they go. And he just catches something and he's like, oh, they just moved fucking $16 million into an offshore account. Like, if he's going to plan to do something, this is the moment they're going to do it. And, like, nobody believes him. They're just like, we're going to shut that down account for no reason. He's like, yeah, but it could be the next Bin Laden and all that. And it turns out he's right into it. But because he's right, they're mad at him, basically. So, like, now you get to go to Yemen. And in the second season, now you get to go to Venezuela. Because you may be right, but if we throw somebody under the bus for you being wrong, it's going to be you. So, like, he is like James Bond. He can handle weapons, and it's a very authentic feel of handling weapons. When he goes into a doorway, he does shove and move. But, like, he's just a Marine. That's all the combat training he has. He can stop himself hand to hand a little bit, but he gets his ass kicked sometimes too.
That sounds super fucking boring.
It's not though.
Just like Death Stranding.
It's not though.
I'm not interested.
Really?
Not at all.
Really?
So Death Stranding.
Okay, first of all,
whoa, we unpacked what we was talking about, what we were watching. Let the man talk.
He was done.
Oh, I was done?
I'm not gonna lie. You say this sounds boring, and I personally don't think so.
I bet you want to play Death Stranding. I bet you want to play Death Stranding.
No, because we actually talked about this.
Are you really that quick to move on to the next topic?
I mean...
Are you that eager?
Not necessarily. I just had that,
you know
I just had the thought, like, that was a good segue, so I was like, I'm jumping on it.
Since you want to talk about Death Stranding, I think Jack Ryan would be good to watch, but Death Stranding. Death Stranding, personally, seems like a game that I wouldn't like, but no, listen, I like the idea of it. I like the idea of...
Are we talking about Death Stranding, or are we talking about Jacob's Tom Clancy bullshit paper pusher show?
First of all, dude, this is Jack Ryan, and this is like...
How is he not listening to anything I fucking said?
Like, this is a show... Jay likes this show, and she don't like shit. Like, trust me.
Plus, you know how Jimmy is
Jack
with war
Ryan.
movies and shit like that? She's not into that shit. She does love this show.
But since you want to talk about Death Stranding...
No, go ahead, flesh it out. If you feel like you got all this, come on, let's hear it. Like,
I
what you
like
got?
the idea of Death Stranding just because...
I have this great segue, and then you just fucking...
Hey,
Hey,
this episode's already a fucking disaster. So
you just fucking call me out, and then you're gonna talk about Death Stranding.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, we're gonna go into
You
it.
the host. You the host, my guy.
This is a shit show. Go ahead.
I like the idea of it just because it's not a traditional game. Like, it's... I personally think it's weird. I think it's a weird concept.
You can't say that.
Why?
I feel like if you're gonna critique the game for being weird, out of place,
You have to look at it like a creepy.
creepy.
No, I'm saying it's weird because it's non-traditional. The way you do things, the actual mechanic.
Exactly. That's why I think you can't, like...
But no, I'm not saying that it's a bad... I'm not saying that's a bad thing.
I know you're not. I'm just saying. I feel like that is as expected
But he is...
from this producer.
But he is saying his points because it is valid because that's what the game is.
Like, I don't know nothing about this producer. I don't know anything about Kojima.
What?
That's his weird sense of...
You've never played any of the Metal Gear Solids?
No, why are you acting surprised? We've been through this.
You're a co-host on a podcast that talks about comics, movies, and games, and you've never played Metal Gear Solid?
Yeah.
I played the first two. Tried the fifth one, we got it for free and didn't like it.
Sounds like someone's being a little pretentious there. Gatekeeping.
Ooh.
And I don't like this game. You know what I really feel about this game? I feel like I'm betrayed by this game.
Why?
I feel a little hurt by this game.
Why?
I don't know, because
nothing like it was portrayed to be.
there's the whole...
How is this game being portrayed? This game literally gave you nothing.
No, well, the first fucking trailer, bro, it's got soldiers coming out of fucking black sludge with guns, and I'm like, yo, this is gonna be some crazy shit. And it's just like, you're a mailman.
Okay, but how long, like, when did that trailer come out?
3 years ago.
3 years ago?
3 years ago.
Okay, think about how long this game could have been in production. You don't know which way inspiration could have turned.
The
Yeah,
God
but
of War
it's just-
trailer did that. It's completely different from that segment of the games you play. It is completely different.
Mm-hmm.
And that was because it came out so many years ago, and they said they had to scrap that part.
I don't know, dude.
So,
I mean, it's like...
But you also get the newest trailer that came out, which was like a month before the game came out, and
And
was portrayed.
it was very cryptic. It was very...
It was, but I think the only thing different was that the sludge people, BTs is what they're called in the game, don't have guns. And I think it was the only thing that was different. Like, I'm with you, it didn't give you a lot, but it damn sure didn't say you were going to be a postman the whole
I
time.
just thought it was going to be some kind of, like, shooter or something. Like, just something close to, like...
Well, because that's
to his
Kojima's
style of
yeah,
the
yeah.
game
That's-
that he's
that's
produced.
I
what
feel
I'm
that.
Because I am a fan. I fucking love the Metal Gear franchise. I love it. I grew up on it. Like, my dad, like, threw a controller in my hand and was like, you can play this game because it's cool. And I'm like, okay. And I played them. And I kept playing them. I kept getting them. And then, like, you know, he breaks from, what was the company called? I should know this, but I don't. Whatever. Konami. He leaves Konami, makes his own company, and I'm like, he's doing his own game. You know, this is going to be, he's going to make this game, and nothing's going to stop him from making the game he wants to make. And then I'm just like, it's here, and it's just like...
How
what?
do you know this isn't the game he wants to make, though?
It is.
So then how can you fault him for that?
I'm...
How can you fault someone for trying to be innovative? The simple fact, like, because I'm not gonna lie, this game does a lot of interesting things.
It does. It. I don't know. I think I mean, I guess if we're blaming people, nobody's here to blame, technically, I guess. But it's just like, I wanted it to be this, and it wasn't that, and
Well, because you're used to him being with Konami and the way they made Metal Gear Solid games.
Mm-hmm.
Like, name another game that he made without Metal Gear Solid.
I'm just kidding.
That's what I'm saying. Is that like it's your favorite franchise out of that? So when you hear Kojima, you're like,
ooh,
bro,
this has
I know
to
it's
be
gonna
a
be
Metal
weird.
Gear
I know it's gonna be weird, but it's
game.
gonna be a badass shooter. And then it's like, oh, hey, you don't get a gun. And you're like, you're just a mailman. Like, what did Konami not let you do? Like, this is a game you wanted to make.
Maybe he wanted a simpler thing, just because.
I mean, that's what it could be. I mean, it is the game he wanted to make.
Mm-hmm.
That's the point trying to make. But like,
because I mean, this kind of sounds like what's his name, like David Cage, who does like he calls his games interactive gaming experience, and it's like that's what this kind of is. I mean, it's like you're not necessarily playing the game to kill enemies, to get the highest streak, you're not playing this game to say, yes, I'm the baddest motherfucker there is in this game. You're doing it.
I'm the baddest goddamn mailman around.
Well,
that's what you're doing.
Well, okay, so I mean, do I want to play this game still? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Will I play it? Yes. Am I gonna spend $60 on it right now? No.
Fair enough.
I mean, that's fair.
Like this is a game that's like, especially because I have a super huge fleshed out game to play right now at the Outer Worlds, and now that I'm not playing that, I'm just sucked into like I'm like a 14-year-old kid again playing Call of Duty.
Next week you're gonna have Jedi, like,
and exactly, and I'm just like that when it's like $40, $30, whatever on sale, it's the dead period of games. I will pick it up and I want to play it because it's not necessarily, I don't know. I mean, I guess you are right. And did I want it to be some crazy, monster robot killer fucking something shooter game? Yes. Okay, that's what I wanted. I thought this was going to be like some type of Metal Gear.
Oh, I mean, I did too.
So, but it's not. But he still is a phenomenal storyteller.
Dude, this story.
So that's why I know I am going to play it. That's why I'm not like I watch some YouTube playthroughs. I'm just like, I know I will play this because he made it and he is a phenomenal storyteller. But this is not something that's so action packed and grabs my attention enough to spend $60 on it and stop everything I'm playing right now to get into it.
You say he's a phenomenal storyteller?
Yes.
But then if he's a good storyteller, then this is a game that he wanted, because it's like, this is nothing.
Well,
that's
the
say it's
difference.
Nothing but story,
this is the difference that I found.
Yeah.
Is that his stories are really good, and the way he tells stories are really good. But it's all hidden behind a shooter in Metal Gear Solid.
Mm-hmm.
This was his game to push and be, all right, this is basically nothing but story with combat in it, and not your typical Metal Gear Solid game where you shoot everything and you're a badass, but like, it's more story driven, and that's where his strong suit is. And it's like whatever new company he's with, I'm not.
It's his own company.
His company. So I mean, I don't know the name of it, but like him and Konami,
production, I think is what's.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Him and Konami had that way of like, maybe it was just him telling the story, writing the story, and this and that, and saying what needs to happen. And Konami was like, all right, so he's a badass with a gun or whatever, so this is what we're gonna push and do the game mechanics this way. It's Call of Duty, but weird as fuck. And then you have over here him making his own with his own company. He runs it the way he wants to run it. So like it's almost like a partnership, and then I'm breaking off and doing what I want to do. I'm not faulting him for it.
No, I mean, like I saw an article like yesterday. It was saying that like he knew this game was going to be divisive, which is fine. Which is like it. All power to it. If he wants to, like, if he's he wants to make this and he's happy with it, this is his vision, and he did it, then by God, like, more power to you.
Yeah.
And if people don't like it, screw them. If people love it, then that's just icing on the cake. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think this has anything to do with Silent Hills? Because the whole PT, if you guys remember, the end of that was
with
Norman Reedus and everything else, and
Kojima.
After the transfer, do you think that's why maybe it's taken so long for it?
Not necessarily.
Well, go ahead.
Well, the only thing I had to say on this that's like that I know is like that's why he brought Norman Reedus with him to Death Stranding.
Because I'm not gonna lie, Norman Reedus playing Norman Reedus as Sam Bridges has me so like turned away from it just because I look at him and Norman Reedus, I love him as an actor, but I'm like, the character looking like him throws me off more than anything else.
You know what? I can attest to that because that throws me off about Fallen Order.
Really?
Because
it does too.
Because like the actor that's doing him looked like that's him, and
Yeah.
it's like
this is the Joker from
But
Gotham.
is it
right?
With a fucking lightsaber.
It's the gay kid from
Shameless?
from Shameless. I'm just like,
I can
like,
see that.
But does he? But does he have a like as iconic of a face or as recognizable of a face as Norman Reedus?
I think so, yes, because in the context of he's in a Star Wars game, so the people, like, I guarantee you the people that play this game, I would say 80% of them are going to be like, that's the Joker from Gotham.
I'd be like them coming out Witcher
A lot of
4
crossover.
and having
That's what
Henry
you're saying.
Cavill's face on it. You know what I mean?
Like, he's staying in the genre of, like, geeky, nerdy people who are just in this, you know.
So you think that he's still recognizable?
Oh, no, in that game, he is fully recognizable.
Yeah, it's him. It
It
is
is
him.
his face.
It's unnormal in games because, like, you do have things people play video game
But
characters.
they never look like himself.
No,
But
they
they
look
don't-
completely different.
But why couldn't it be like with God of War with their acting? Like, you have the beard to hide Christopher
Well,
Judge's face, but
Call
their
of Duty
faces
does
are
it
altered,
sometimes.
and Atreus is altered. So they don't look
They had pedophile Kevin
extremely
Spacey.
like they do.
Yeah.
That's a villain. They had Kit Harington and Conor McGregor, but I mean that's
But it's so short. Like,
it's Call of Duty. You're not playing as Tom Hanks.
because
like-
every time I see it, I'm like, that's not Sam Bridges. That's Norman Reedus. Like, every time I see it, I just think that's the guy that plays in Walking Dead. Every time I see a trailer for it.
You know
and
what they should have done? Honestly, I like. They should have named him like Daryl Bridges.
That would have been awesome.
Yes,
But-
because to me, if he had a name that was
To me, it
something
wouldn't
that,
matter.
that I could connect him with,
Nah.
it would make it more like. I don't know.
Nah,
Yeah.
It just throws me off. That's all I'm saying.
It throws me off too. Yeah,
I don't. Think,
I get you.
I
Yeah.
don't think that'd be a good idea.
You don't think so?
Nah.
Because then you're still associating with another name. That would be
This
like...
game now. Oh, does this have something to do with The Walking Dead? Oh, are there going to be walkers in this game? Like, it's just.
Are
You
you
don't
going to
wanna-
play Star Wars and be like, oh my god, dude, Jerome, we got a lightsaber now, bro, here we go.
Where's Batman? Is Batman coming? Oh my god!
I
don't know.
understand what you're saying but like I was saying, it was like the God of War game. They alter their faces a little bit with like skinnier nose or something like that, and it throws you off of their character.
A little thing.
But that
like
motherfucker was
that.
straight out of Walking Dead. Like,
Yeah, the long hair, the shaggy hair,
Exactly.
everything looks just like him. He looks.
I
The
mean,
game looks.
you can put it up in a
eyes and
ponytail, but it don't
everything.
mean shit.
Like the game looks phenomenal. Like the game looks beautiful. It's gorgeous. Like it's just. I don't know. I feel like
The music in it is fucking great.
I feel like I was like I was like really hated on this game, Slick. But like you guys like brought me back into the realm of like
Well, I mean,
of good. I still don't want to buy it right now.
well, no,
But-
no one is faulting you for that.
No,
but
yeah.
it's just
I feel like we all feel the same way. We're just voicing why not.
This is like
and
a
he's
therapy.
like, "You're not getting me to buy it."
It's just like no,
No.
no one's telling you to buy it.
yeah, no,
Like,
calm down.
It's like a therapy session I hear. Are you ever gonna play it? You think?
I don't want to jump off this building. We don't want you to either.
I'm not gonna lie. I want to play it, but it's so.
If somebody give you a free copy,
That is the only way I would play it is if it was for free, or maybe if it was like
just cheap.
$20 or something like that. But just, I'm too.
It's
on
not
the-
my genre to play.
I am too on the fence too. I'm just like, dude, if like, am I gonna like this? Because I listen to some reviews about it, people are just like, you're either gonna be really bored, or this weird style of game is gonna really get you hooked.
I am so down for just oh, there's these certain fish that I need to use to raise my alchemy in Skyrim. Fucking run it. Let's go. Let's spend 2 hours searching for these fish. And so it's like, I don't want to say that, a game like this is something that I wouldn't want to play, but it's just like, with that all I would be doing, I don't know, and that's why I'm just like, if I play it, I'm not gonna pay for it.
Unless you're like one of those visual people, it's just like, oh, this game looks great. I'm gonna go out and explore and see the world. There's really no reason to go off the beaten path of where you need to go and go explore. Like, there are side missions, but they literally lead you to the place you're either already going or you were already been at. You're going back and forth between those places. That's what,
and guys,
that's
listen,
where, that's
if
where
you
people
haven't
are
listened
born.
to this show, like, we're not kidding. Like,
You are a mailman.
you are a mailman.
That
You
is
are
what
the
you do.
postal service. You deliver goods. You deliver letters, medical supplies, whatever.
The side
and
mission
you,
for a pizza.
and you just deliver
Is that
it.
real?
Yeah.
I heard them say that in like one of the videos. They're like,
It was like a
deliver pizza.
It was like
You
a quick
just-
little jab at
Yeah.
him for being a mailman. I was like, here, just make him deliver pizza.
Yeah, but like you literally deliver, like, that's what you do the whole fucking game.
Yeah.
That's it. You walk around.
I understand where people don't want to play that, but like, to me, it's really weird because like you know that's not my genre to play. Like post-apocalyptic stuff, not really too into that. But if this was a game and there was like, it's actual cities everywhere and there's a society and it's not post-apocalyptic, but there's still the monster shit still going on and I had to deliver shit, I would be inclined I'd be willing to play it. But I'm fine with perfectly watching a walkthrough or a let's play right now, like I'm doing.
I don't know. I feel like the post-apocalyptic works better with how the game works with it. Like, you know,
Yeah, but
if
you
it's-
see what I'm saying though. It's not my genre to play, so I'm not even if it goes on sale, unless somebody gives me a free copy. I'm like, all right, and even then, I'm already 8 hours into a let's play. I really don't want to go back through and play all that.
Mm-hmm.
But the let's player that I'm watching does say like you will enjoy this game a lot more than watching it, and I'm like, not for me. But I see what he means because it's just it draws you in so much with the music and the visual aspect and the whole like trying to sneak. Yeah, I'm like, oh god, is he gonna get caught? But he's doing the sneaking around the BTs. He's going.
He's
and
immersed.
He's doing it. He's immersed. I'm not. I'm just watching it for the story. That's what I'm watching it for. The combat isn't Metal Gear Solid. You're not gonna walk out there with an AR and just mow down things. But it's a weird combat concept, especially for Kojima.
Mm-hmm.
Everything about it's weird.
And that's what
why
makes it
I'm-
Kojima.
And that's why I'm interested. But at the same time, I'm just like, I don't know if I'm gonna. I don't know. All right, moving on. We got more Batman news. Shocking.
Yay.
Really?
You know, soup's over here all day, baby.
Yeah, I know. Would you really feel like? Are you getting tired of Batman news?
I just feel like it's just an actor every time, whereas until the actual cast come out, that'd be something to talk about.
It's like,
But I
okay,
can see
This
it.
is the cast.
It is. I understand that, but you're with everything that we've done before, we've mixed it into everything else, and it's fine. It's probably a little stale.
I'm not gonna lie, because the way I see it, Harley Quinn gets a trailer and, you know, has all this other shit. We talk about that. Like, Batman, who is going to play a villain in the Batman movie where we know nothing of the plot?
We're never gonna get the Batman movie. It's just gonna be this. It's just
Right.
gonna be
Just casting
cast
the entire
back
time.
and forth, back and forth.
What if I told you Colin Farrell was gonna play the Penguin?
Let's say get the fuck out of here. But I don't hate Colin Farrell. I'm just not a fan of him.
I was about to say, like,
No, yeah.
I don't know. I feel.
Hey, he was that shit as Bullseye in Daredevil.
Goddamn!
With that cool leather jacket and the fucking
The
bullseye
tattoo.
in his
Wasn't
fore-
tattoos.
That was
Scarred.
it. Yeah, scarred in his fucking forehead.
But I didn't watch that movie for Colin Farrell. That's my point. Is that like he was in
You
it?
watched it.
He was in
What'd
it
you watch it for?
Okay, no,
Huh?
Would you?
because it was Daredevil, not
I'm
Bullseye.
not gonna lie. That is a good point. I have never once watched a Colin Farrell movie
Because it was Colin Farrell.
'cause he
That's
was
good
in it.
because guess what? Colin Farrell's not Batman.
I didn't say that.
I mean,
I was saying that.
Yeah, you said he was the.
Yeah, so we're still sailing good. I'm sailing good. Now I'm gonna hit you with a rock. Ready? Andy Serkis is Alfred.
I could see it.
Yeah. I don't see Colin Farrell as Penguin though.
Why? He's not fat.
I see the comic book. Yeah, I see the comic book version, not. not.
I mean, I can because he could seem like, a powerful dude where it's like, the Penguin basically, even though he was like a little short, fat motherfucker, no one fucked with him. No one wanted to like,
Yeah.
touch him. And it's just like,
But
I
that's
guess.
why I got Colin Farrell.
Yeah, he could.
No. I was messing with you, but yeah.
He looks like he could play
I
that.
apologize. I need to apologize to Colin Farrell.
I apologize to him.
He looks like he could play his
Podcast and
part.
kick your ass.
I wish you would.
Andy Serkis. That one is one where I'm just like, I get it right off the bat. The Andy Serkis as Alfred is like,
Hello, Mr. Wayne.
yeah, you trying to be cast as Alfred.
Like, no, I'm just saying, like,
It's like
visually, I don't know, but just, like, I ain't gonna lie, like, he's a British dude, kind of badass, like.
I mean, I have not been the slightest bit like displeased with any of the casting so far. It's just been a constant, like, just like, I don't even say question because I'm not really questioning them. It's just kind of like, wow, like,
It's
Like we
odd.
said before, they're going for a very specific movie. Especially if they're looking for... My only thing is we thought...
Well,
They were
I would
going for-
exclude Andy Serkis because Andy Serkis has worked with Matt Reeves, the director.
I
With
see
Planet
that,
of
but
the
I'm
Apes, so,
saying...
like-
So I'm saying, like, who was it that they were going to get for Penguin to begin with?
Jonah Hill.
Well,
Okay.
Well, we think that
We
Jonah
think-
Hill is going to
we
be
think-
something.
We
Yeah.
think. And then they went after who? Was it Colin Farrell, or was that just a rumor that they were going after
Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen?
That's why I harken back
And then...
all the way to, like, I guarantee you, Seth Rogen or Jonah Hill, they were never considered for the Penguin. They were considered for something else.
Just because of who they got as the Penguin.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying, is that we thought it was Penguin with Seth Rogen
But
and Jonah Hill.
no,
But then
it
they
was just
got...
like it could
but
be
then they
the
got Colin
Penguin
Farrell, and I
or
was
the
like...
Joker. We didn't know which role that they was actually going to be.
I feel that, but it was always just a more...
The Joker?
I didn't picture Joker.
Just like the Joker?
Yeah.
I mean, Penguin or the Riddler, God.
I was like,
I was like, wait, when did you talk about that?
Joker, really, the same thing.
But it's just, after they picked those two people, and then they say that he's going to be Penguin, I was like, it's a weird turn. I don't find Colin Farrell very funny. So, like, I don't think he's... You know what I mean? Like, it's
so
not...
is it good for the Penguin? Because the Penguin's not a Frank character.
No, and I get that. I'm just saying, like, it's just... It's weird.
It is, but I mean...
I'm not mad at it. He can probably be good as a Penguin. I mean, I'll watch it.
I'm not going to... I think it's safe.
A safe choice?
Mm-hmm. Just because he's not, like... I mean, he doesn't have hate. He doesn't necessarily have, the biggest fan base either, but Colin Farrell he's... Again, we may not watch movies for him in it, but
Yeah.
he's solid. Like, he's not
Oh yeah, not a bad actor.
so...
But that's a good point.
I
Safe
think
choice.
it's all gonna. I just think when we get maybe like some first looks or a trailer or something that's
Feel better about it.
It's gonna all like it's just gonna click.
Do you think it would need to be the actual trailer, or maybe just like some actual set photos would make you feel
Set
like
photos or
these-
something.
Honestly,
Honestly, like
if somebody did
God,
like a... Go ahead. I think we're gonna say the same thing.
what?
Go ahead.
Well, my biggest thing, honestly, is I'm waiting on two things that mean the most to me. One is the symbol.
The Batman
They're
symbol.
gonna release the symbol first, I guarantee it, and it's been 80 years. There's only so many variations you could do on it.
Mhm.
So it's like,
It's probably gonna be...
what are they gonna do? Are
Yeah.
they making it look stupid? Are they gonna is it gonna be one we've seen before? Is it gonna be the original logo? Like, what's it gonna look like? And then what's the suit gonna look like?
I'm not going to lie. That's very interesting that you care what the logo will look like.
I think it's a fair point, though.
Because I feel like I feel like we're gonna get the logo first, and that's gonna be an insight on what the suit's gonna kind of look like.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I mean, you can kind of like. I feel like you can look at a Batman logo and you can associate what that type of Batman is by that logo.
Fair enough.
For instance, right? For instance,
BVS.
look at Ben Affleck's logo. Look at Christian Bale's logo.
Okay.
Does that give you anything? Nothing.
Two
I mean,
very different Batman.
I mean, yeah, but I'm not. I get that, but I don't get any information off of the logo. I associate this logo. Yes, this is Batfleck. This is Christian Bale. But like, as far as like, ooh, if I see the logo, what does this logo represent for this Batman?
Well, I'm saying more along the lines
you-
of like what the suit's gonna look
Because
like.
because you get Batfleck's symbol, and it's Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, it's big and bulky.
Big,
That's what the suit
bulky,
looks like.
and like
Christian Bale's logo is like real skinny, sharp, angular, small, and the suit's like that. The suit's like, you know, fucking looking like a dirt bike rider out here with a cape. I don't know, but yeah, I mean that I'm sure by the suit. I mean, I'm just like I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do with it. I don't know.
What do you guys think about the possibility of Matthew McConaughey being Two-Faced in it?
First of all, I'm a big fan of Matthew.
I think that would be all right.
I'm a big fan of Matthew McConaughey.
I really am too.
I think he can do it.
You know,
He's a very
I
good
think he'd
method
be
actor.
really good at it.
He's a very good method actor.
Wait. Hold on.
No, you know what?
This wouldn't
No,
work because
no.
you cannot have a country ass.
I was just gonna say something. You can't have
He
some
does not know how.
boy.
Like as
No.
much as I love Matthew McConaughey, he does not act. Like he's just talking.
He's
he does
Matthew
not,
McConaughey.
He does not know how to do a voice or anything.
Yeah.
But how do you know he can't do it?
Because he hasn't.
When has there ever been a part that he doesn't have to play that?
Multiple Lincoln
Because
Lawyer.
People only cast
Lincoln
him as
Lawyer?
a lawyer?
He was from the South in that movie.
Exactly. They cast him because he's from the South in real life.
Exactly.
No. Okay. There's
So they're not gonna cast. Okay, theoretically on the fictional DC universe map. Okay, Gotham is like really close to Boston.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So like, Harvey Dent is not gonna be like.
Well, I mean, no. In all honesty, you can't say like you can't have a dude with a country accent being in like New York City or some shit like that.
But not Harvey Dent.
You don't. I mean,
Harvey Dent grew up in Gotham. Like he's from Gotham. He's not gonna be out there. All right. Let's get this court case started. Where we go?
I mean, just
Like,
The little S thing he does. Every S.
yeah. No, that's.
But I don't. I'm not in
Then
that
he's gonna have
audition. I don't know what he can do with
Yeah,
his
but then he's
voice.
gonna do a Two-Face voice.
Do what?
What's that gonna sound like? Just more raspy?
Well, my thing is
It's
for
gonna
the
sound
simple
like
fact that he's never not had a Southern accent. It leads me to believe that he can't.
That's not how I feel, though.
You have some
This
like
leads you to think that the rumors aren't necessarily true because of that reason.
yes, and well, I think we just discovered something about Jacob that he is a secret Matthew McConaughey.
I just said I'm a big
Is he-
fan of Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey.
I'm just saying that
He's the fan. Shit's super hardcore.
I'm just
He's like, well,
saying,
you don't know what he can and can't do, okay?
I don't even know what he can and can't do. And if they cast him as Two-Face and he does a country accent, I will be mad because he's not supposed to have one. But I'm saying that.
But how can you be mad when
know?
it's Matthew McConaughey?
Because I don't have to like everything he's in.
No. I'm saying so it's like okay, he is a Southern actor, or he's like someone who is
Yes.
well known with that Southern voice.
Exactly.
So if they do cast Matthew McConaughey,
It's on somebody else for casting him.
All right, that's
But
fair.
my point is that he's always had the country accent because it's always been 90% of the time in the movies he's in, he's had to play somebody from the South or had a country accent because he does it really well.
Or he's just himself.
But how do we exactly? Because that's his true accent. He's so good
Dude,
with
hold
it.
on.
He
but
was
what
in
I'm
Wolf of
saying-
Wall Street
Do you
I get
with
that.
that accent.
Do you think that maybe that they add that in after it's like, oh, it's Matthew McConaughey. Oh well, we're finna have him like go out into outer space and shit. Like he's finna be a scientist.
He's from Kansas.
But I'm saying that like because
Fixes
he's
everything.
been casted for that doesn't mean that he can't do it. In my opinion.
I don't think anybody's telling you that he can't do it. I just think that everyone is like, it's just safe to go with somebody else.
Very true.
We're talking about
But
Colin
I'm saying
being
that if-
safe, and now we're like Matthew McConaughey.
It's not a
He's
safe
got a
choice.
record that's great for one particular voice.
He's not a safe choice.
He's not
I'm
a safe
completely
choice.
agreeing.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I I've never seen a movie where he's had to do it, other than what Wolf of Wall Street. But then again, you're gonna hate me for that too because I've never seen that movie, and Jamie hates me for
He
that.
talks the same.
Yeah.
He talks the same.
Yeah, he's up there, slick back hair.
But
Some
whose
them
fault
numbers
is
are
that?
key.
Yeah.
But whose fault is that for not making him do that? Not making him try, or not finding somebody else who has that accent?
I mean, but that's
That's his niche.
Like,
Like,
I get
people
that.
get him for the way he
They
talks.
signed
I
millions
get
of
that.
dollars.
Like Lincoln
to him
plays
so he can
Lincoln
sound
pays
like
him
that.
a fuck ton of money to
I'm
make it,
saying
so he
it's
can sit
not-
in a car and go.
I'm saying it's
"Alright,
not
alright,
a safe
alright."
choice. For the fourth time, I'm saying it's not a safe choice.
What's your point here?
That I don't know if he can do a
I
single
think his
northern
point
accent.
is that we should give Matthew, like, if Matthew McConaughey does get the role of Two-Face, or if that's a thing, we should at least give him a chance to.
But the cast is very specific so far that if they if they do get Matthew McConaughey for that role, there's a specific reason why. We may not like that reason, but there's a specific reason why.
No.
There's gonna be.
No.
What do you mean no?
No.
He's saying he will not be happy with this movie.
I didn't say. I just said that he would not be happy.
No, not you,
I'm
Dustin.
gonna be-
Dustin's like, do not ruin my movie that I'm excited for
I'm gonna
right
be
now.
writing letters to Warner Brothers, bro.
You can
This
write
is
all
so
you want.
fun.
I'm
He's
just
just taking
saying.
out- he's just taking out.
guys. We got like 2 years for this movie.
Does that worry anybody that this is supposed to come out in 2 years and we
And you know what
still
came
don't
out
have
yesterday?
a full cast?
Rick and Morty, baby, season 4.
Pause. You have got to do better with these transitions. Like you, this is the one episode where you're actually actively thinking about and they are all shit. They are all not in transitionary places, my guy.
You wait for the moment to come to you. Don't go to the moment. But continue. Rick and Morty came out yesterday.
Wubble up, dub.
No, go ahead. This is John's podcast. Go ahead.
All right. Well, to finish up, wrap up what you were saying. Even though this is supposed to come out in like 2 years and we don't have anything, that doesn't scare me. They can especially with the people who they like to have. These are professionals. They know what they're doing. This movie could get shot in like 3 months, edited within like a half a year to a year, and then we still have like.
I guess scared's not the right word. Do you think it might get pushed back?
Possibly, but
I think the date is almost guaranteed to get pushed back, especially since how slow people are still getting selected. We don't have a plot or anything at this point.
Yeah, we do.
we don't have a plot.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
They
That's
obviously
yeah,
have a
yeah.
plot because of the
They-
cast
they-
they're choosing.
Yeah.
They've got
That's
it
the
right,
point.
yeah.
Everything's pretty much written, and they're just looking for a cast. And once they get that cast, it's gonna start shooting, and you give it like a year and a half, and it may come out earlier.
Yeah,
In my opinion.
this doesn't. I don't think it takes. Depending on how long and when all they do with this movie. I don't
Here's a
think
6-hour Batman movie. Fuck.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to take them that long to make.
I would not be happy about that.
But
About
one
a
thing,
6-hour long.
one thing that does make us happy is the return of Rick and Morty. That's how you transition, champ. Rick and Morty, season 4. What's up?
Did you watch it?
No.
Then shut up.
So I'm asking you, what's up, bitch?
I don't watch it either.
You didn't?
No, I haven't watched it yet. This whole fucking podcast, we've been talking about the fucking shit that I have not done. I know someone dies in it.
But you chose this. You chose to talk about Rick and Morty.
I fucking love Rick and Morty.
I do too, but it's just like, whatever.
They're 20-minute episodes. Jesus Christ.
No, I'm just saying.
How many are there this season?
Like 10.
4.
There are 20-minute episodes?
There are 10 episodes a season.
There are 4 this season.
Really?
Yes. But there's only 4.
What the fuck? Dan Harmon, get your shit together.
Now you're gonna question why I want to talk about this? Continue with your rant.
I don't know, because like
There's only 4 episodes this season.
Dan Harmon, like as much as I love this dude, he brought Community, like the absolute best show there is.
Well, I mean, dude, we've been waiting for this fucking thing for what, 2 years now?
Yeah,
And
you're only given 4 episodes. So what does that mean? What does that mean? How is it going to be released?
I don't fucking know.
A season 4 all going to be done
In a
within
month?
like
Probably.
That's weak.
They're only 20-minute episodes.
That's fucking weak.
What
Wait. What do you mean 20-minute episodes?
An episode of Rick and Morty is like 20...
not 24. Like
No, they're like 22, and I watched them
20 to
on.
23
I watched them on
minutes.
Hulu, and they have ads.
I'm not going to lie.
I'm not happy.
The quality between season 2 and season 3 of Rick and Morty, to me, it went.
I agree with you. I'm tired of their shit.
Like, what do you mean their shit?
I'm tired of their shit. They
Thinking
started out so good, and were like, "Fuck, we're on top of the world." Then season 2, season 3 was eh. Then they're like, "We're fucking taking a 2-year break." Then they're gonna come out with fucking 4 episodes. Like, what the fuck, dude? Bitch, do you know how much other shit
like
that I got going on?
I'm saying.
I will not watch your 2-hour season.
That's fucking weak.
That's what I'm saying.
Season. Hour and a half.
Just because, I don't know. I like Rick and Morty. It's creative.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it was creative, but then it's just kind of like...
Man.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know what they're doing, because it's like, okay, at first it was like... It seems like, yeah, Rick loves his family. He just don't want them to know about it. But then it was like the episode, like the Pickle Rick episode, where he's trying his damnedest to actively stay away from his family. I'm like, what are we doing? Like, what is this? Yes, Rick doesn't want to actually like let his family knows he loves them, but he's still fucking.
But now he's went out of his way to do it.
Yeah.
Kind of waste of an episode.
And it's just.
That was not a waste of an episode.
I'm not saying a waste of episode. I'm saying like waste of like
You literally
material.
just said it was a waste of
Material for the episode.
I feel like it could have went down a different avenue, and it could have just been like. I don't want to say a little better, but it could have been more closer to how I think Rick works.
Yeah, I feel like the viewer, if you've seen it all, I feel like you do have a good understanding of Rick and what he does. And then I don't know. I mean, supposedly this season is gonna like it's 4 episodes, so it's gotta fucking do it quick unless it's gonna pull a Game of Thrones and fucking do it all in one episode. But it's supposed to be like Evil Morty.
Evil Morty?
Mm-hmm. Even though the eye patch that's like been behind the scenes for the whole time. That's supposed to be kind of like because you know how this show is like realistically an episode is about fucking absolutely nothing. Then there's like 20 seconds of like a little bit of like actual storyline that's going on.
Yeah, but I mean, like, is that necessary for Rick and Morty?
I feel so. I feel like it should be.
I mean, like I'm.
Plus, I mean, they've been teasing this evil Morty thing for a long time.
Yeah, but I mean,
I saw a theory about that.
When I seen the Evil Morty, like that episode, I was just like, oh, okay, cool. There's an Evil Morty, and it's just to me, it is what it is. Like to me, it seems like only certain episodes actually conjuncture with each other.
No, that's what I'm saying. Is like that's how they do this show. That it's like it's like any other Adult Swim show.
No,
it's
that's what I'm saying. Like that. That could have just been a one-off.
Well, I mean, they never explored it. They never like fleshed it out, or what it is, or what he's doing, or.
I'm excited to see. Like I won't say I'm excited. I'm more hesitant to see how they make that work because this.
You only got 4 20-minute episodes to do it in.
What are we doing? Are you just kind of like jerking me off and then blue balling me for season 5?
Fact check me. Make sure I'm right about 4.
Just like I don't know.
I know it is for sure. Like
it's shorter.
Like, it's 4 or 5. I know for sure that that's like a thing. Like that's.
While he's fact checking that, you want to hear the theory?
Evil
about
Morty.
Evil Morty.
Hmm.
Is that's Rick's original Morty?
Mm-hmm.
And
which original Rick?
The original Rick we have now. That was his original Morty.
Like C31, whatever that universe.
That's probably what it's gonna be. Yeah.
And like. It was Morty was tired of like his shit or whatever and like goes off himself and he just got a different Morty from somewhere else. from another.
Well, that's the thing
dimension
is
and
like
brought him back.
like
And I was like,
a Rick has to have
They
a Morty.
actually do. I think I came across something like that because it's like there was one episode where, what is it? It's like Rick picks up Jerry or something, and he's like, oh, which is which? Rick doesn't care. He's like, I don't know. He just picks a Jerry. They both just pick one, and then they go off, and they're just like.
But my thing is though, like the part that kind of made a little sense is that when you see Evil Morty in the show, he's not really, like, think about what he's done to Morty, like, talks to Morty or says to Morty, and then think about what he does to Rick.
Who does to Rick?
What Evil Morty does to Rick, and then what he does to Morty. It's more towards Rick than it is. If he does something to Morty, it's to do something to Rick.
What do you mean?
So,
I feel like you're trying to explain something that you don't really fully understand.
I didn't fully understand it because it was a theory, but I'm saying like it was the part that they were saying that the Evil Morty does more shit to Rick than he does to Morty.
His motives are more designed to go to Rick,
And that's why it would make the theory work. So that was their explanation of the theory working.
Wasn't the evil Morty the one who was framing Rick for all the?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then who killed?
Okay, I see.
Who killed the Morty that was running for president against all the Ricks? Didn't Evil Morty kill him?
Yeah, he sent him out in the airlock, didn't he?
I'm not going.
Once he won.
I don't remember.
No, he was shot. Remember?
I thought he was shot, but I remember one of the Mortys were thrown out of the airlock, and I thought it was because he won. He had the council made up of like the Ricks that he wanted or whatever, and then another Morty came up and killed him and threw him out the airlock. And I thought it was Evil Morty was the
Evil
one.
Morty did do that, but I'm talking about the Morty that was running for president with all the Ricks.
Another Morty killed him, but I don't remember which one.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm talking
yeah,
about?
I remember that. I'd have to watch that again. I don't remember.
It's been a
so
while.
fucking so long.
Yeah.
Okay,
Fair.
so there
What you
is
got?
no clarification. Right now it shows that season 4 has 5 episodes with the names released. We don't know if there is or isn't more, but right now they just have 5 released with the names. Episode 1 is Edge of Tomorty. Episode 2 is The Old Man in the Seat. 3 is One Crew Over the Cuckoo's Morty. 4 is...
Wait, did you say one crew over the Cuckoo Morty?
One Crew Over the Cuckoo Morty.
I can't stand it.
Yeah.
So close.
Episode 4 is Claw and Hoarder Special Rick Tim's Morty. And then episode 5 is Rattlestar Rick Latika?
Wouldn't
Alright,
it be easier for them to be like? Wouldn't it be easier to do like the Friends thing, like the one where?
I don't know. I mean, I say I'm tired of the shit.
Let me ask you
I
something.
love Rick and Morty.
Let me ask you. Do you rewatch Rick and Morty?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't.
I don't find the.
But
I did rewatch the first season again.
But
just because I missed stuff.
did I do it because it's been gone for so long?
True. I mean, I can see that because you missed the show.
Like, would I have
If it was a
consistently
thing?
coming out? Probably not.
I don't know. I really haven't rewatched. Like, I watched it the first time through. Then, like, season 3 came out, and then I watched it all again. I just don't feel a need to rewatch it. It's just like it's good. I like it, but it just doesn't. I don't know. I don't know its watchability.
Like its rewatch value.
Yeah, rewatch.
I would say that my rewatch value was because I only missed stuff in the first season. That's the reason I went back. But I never felt the need to do it. I watched a couple episodes only because, like the point you said, it's just been so long. I was like kind of in that mood to watch it.
But I will only.
But once I
watch
started, I was like,
certain episodes.
I mean, that's what I've done. It's kind of like like a Family Guy or something. Like I've never like been like I want to go. Like if it's on TV,
You'll watch
You'll
it, but
be
you'll
there.
never just be like, man, what am I gonna watch? You know what? Let's put on some Rick and Morty. Like
you don't do that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
it's like what we'll do. Like we'll be like, oh, look at me, or like like, what does Mr. Meeseeks say? Just like,
I'm Mr. Meeseeks.
I'm Mr. Meeseeks looking, or no, he'd be like, ooh wee.
That was
Like-
really fucking good.
Like me and Jay, no, because me and Jay will do that, and then
Yeah.
it's just like, all right, well, time to watch a Mr. Meeseeks episode, but only like little things like
Yeah.
that.
I can see that.
I don't know. I mean, we'll see. We'll see if this is good. We'll see if this 4th season is good. I mean,
Because it's not really confirmed that it's only 5 episodes. It could just be someone wants to have pilot
Okay,
release
last
or
little
pilot.
thing on this. Would you wait 3 years for season 5?
Hell no.
what does that question mean though?
Would you, at the end
Like if I
of
say
season
no,
4,
like if I say no, season 5 still comes out, and I'm not allowed to watch it, or what?
No, you're still
Yes,
allowed to watch
I know,
it. But
you're
are you going to be
still-
upset?
are
if you have to wait that
you
long?
waiting 5 years? Like, are you actively waiting? Like, mark it on my calendar. Oh my God, boys, we got a year and a half until season 5. Like, would you?
I mean, that's a difficult question to answer because yes, if season 5 comes out in 5 years, I'll watch it when it comes out.
I'm a little iffy on it.
I mean, this is.
I mean, not if you watch it. Like, I'm saying, like, would you actively
No.
wait? Like, sitting on the edge of your seat. Like, I mean,
no,
There's
it's
so
5
many
years
other-
away.
There's so many other good things that it would be
There's
like.
so much shit that's gonna come out that we don't even know about.
Yeah. We've got our plates full of other things that when it comes, we'll address it then.
I mean, I love Rick and Morty. Like, I love that. It's a great cartoon.
They can't
But at the
see it.
same time, it's a cartoon. That's it.
okay. I'm just trying to gauge because it's like if they did like season 5 and it was another 2-year wait, I do not think I would care. I would watch it once it became convenient for me to watch it, but I'm not going to sit here and try to
No, I mean, I'd be the same boat as you. I mean, when it comes out, I'll watch it. If not, that's kind of it. I mean, this is kind of how this has been. Honestly, I'm just excited that it's here, and that's it. Not that I've been like,
There's Rick
what the
and Morty.
shit? Where the hell is this at? I've been waiting for 2 years. I've been like, hey, it's here.
All right.
Type deal. So, yeah. So as you guys can tell, this episode's been a complete pile of absolute ass. I've been made fun of multiple times.
Hey, but it's our asses. It's the homie's ass. The ass the ass
If
you love.
anything, the audience got a true version of how we really are. To be honest, like with the arguing and shit.
Constantly just shitting on me for.
Well, maybe if you were a better host.
All right. So.
He's gonna let you get away with it this time too. Cameras rolling.
Moving on. Next topic.
I found an article that we found because there's, besides things we've talked about for the last hour, there's really fucking nothing else to talk about. Sure. So I found this funny article that said nerdy conversations for beginners.
From
figured-
3 years ago.
I figured we could go through these and see if any of them are actually, if you would ever actually bring this up. If you're at a party and you ought to somehow assume everyone there is a nerd.
If you're at a Magic the Gathering party, a Yu-Gi-Oh party, or a Pokemon party.
So a question that you would propose to somebody. No context here. Stormcloak or Imperial?
Neither. That quest line sucked.
Hey man, you want a beer? Yeah, Stormcloak or Imperial? And you're like, what?
Bud Light?
Got any whiskey? I'm scared.
Favorite Star Trek series?
Original.
Never seen it.
The one with Chris Pines. That was a movie.
Han Solo shot first.
Excellent question.
Fair? Yeah.
Did he?
Technically, yeah.
Did he?
Yes.
Yeah, because he straight up shot Greedo, didn't
He's there, bro. He's
Like, what?
fucking-
Like, how's this a thing?
He's
Like,
slugging. No, you don't know the story behind that?
mm-mm.
The theatrical version, he shoots Greedo before he says anything. Straight up murders him, right? In the revised version, he does not. Greedo pulls his gun first to make Han Solo not look like a piece of shit. That's a thing.
That is literally the reason for doing it.
Yes.
We didn't want to victimize Han Solo being a bad person.
You know, Han Solo also stole that vest from Greedo. Han Solo's a shit bloke.
But is he though? I mean, he's
Yes.
a smuggler. What the fuck you expect from him?
Yeah, he's an ass. There we go. The picture right there. See, that's just funny. You didn't know that. I'm so glad I got to tell you that. What's your Harry Potter house?
I don't give a fuck about that one, to be honest.
What do you classify?
I was never big in Harry Potter. So.
What do you classify yourself as?
I really don't.
If you had a TARDIS, where and when would you go?
I don't know much about that show, but like, I'm always the one that's like, time travel is iffy because like
Answer the
I've
question.
seen Flash and I've read Flash and it can really fuck some shit up.
Okay, y'all are probably going to judge me super hard on this, but you know what I would do? I would go tell 14-year-old me to wrap it up. I mean, you asked.
DC or Marvel?
Bitch, DC.
DC.
Fuck, go.
Oh, I'm the outlier.
You choose Marvel over DC. Who's your favorite superhero?
See, that's hard for me to answer.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm not-
No, it's not.
No, I'm not like you. I don't have somebody that stands out specific. I'm not like Batman 100%. I like a good story over a specific hero.
So you
So
like
why
the
would
Green
you-
Lantern?
So why would you pick Marvel over DC?
That is a great question.
Not gonna lie, I liked both of them. I think because I was younger when the movies started.
And we're moving on. Mac or PC?
PC.
I'm not giving that. I'm not giving that debate.
No one can
Sorry,
say
Chief.
Mac in this room.
No, I'm talking about the fact that you slick just
I will say that is
you-
a topic for another day.
that you slick
God.
that you slick just said you pick DC. You pick Marvel or DC because they have better movies.
No, that's
No, that's not what he said. Is that he was younger when they came out.
So I liked both the comics. I don't have a favorite.
Bitch, they've been making Batman fucking movies since '66.
Yeah.
In fact, one of them. Yeah, one of the most famous one is before we all were born.
Exactly. So how can he say
The only-
that the Marvel movies came out when he was a kid?
Because you're not letting him finish.
You really
Yeah.
ain't.
Nothing kept me as intrigued consistently as Marvel did.
Because they make better movies.
Yeah, at the time of when I started getting into
What was-
comics.
what
My
was hot
point
or whatever
is
he
still
was-
stands.
Not necessarily, because he could be talking about the Spider-Man movie. He could be talking about Blade. Like,
Not gonna lie, I am not a Spider-Man fan, like, in the least.
My man.
so I'm just sitting here helping your point out. And you
Yeah.
shoot me in the back.
Exactly. My point still stands, bro. He slick picked Marvel over DC because they have better movies. Okay.
Okay, it's his choice. Moving on.
That's why I cut him off. Why didn't the Hobbit just take the Eagles to Mordor?
Because there would be a story next time.
That and
We have to have a 2-hour-long movie.
Have you seen the new Star Wars movie? What the fuck?
what do you mean? Have you seen the next
I don't
That's
know.
just the
That's just a topic.
I guess if like you're at the party, you're like, hey man, did you see the new Star Wars movie? You're like, last year?
Here we go. Here's the great one, right? You're having a beer with your bud or a guy you just met. This is what you say. Jon Snow? That's all it says.
No, you gotta think. This was from 2016.
If I'm at a party I'm drinking, I don't want to think.
Jon Snow is
Oh.
he had a
Give me
whole
a
bunch more
question.
shit going on around him.
Was this
Jon
when we thought he was
Snow.
dead?
No,
2016?
no, I would say this is the
Which time?
season where he came back to life.
Probably.
Okay.
Jon Snow?
Jon Snow?
You're just like,
What? What the fuck?
would you just say?
Everyone else is like, who invited this guy?
He just walks in, opens the door, Jon Snow! And you're like,
Are you selling cocaine?
you're in your car for 15 minutes before you walked in, what happened? Dude, it's probably just stopped again. You're good.
Well, that ran out of topics real quick.
I told you. I said, look how many there were. I thought there was only 10.
No, there was only 10.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, shit. I mean,
There really wasn't much to do this episode on, to be honest, to start off with.
I just think every time I've ever, I mean, I met you because of comics, movies, and games, and I met you because of comics, movies, and games.
No, you didn't meet me, homie, because of that. You forcefully ignored me the first time we met, and then was like, "We try to break the ice with you. Like games?" I'm like, yeah. All right, cool. Don't talk for an hour.
That's what I'm
Like-
saying. Though, is like my introduction, my
Yeah, the first one.
icebreaker
Yeah, the first word you
was,
say to me
you
after
like
2
playing
hours
games?
of silence.
Ours was Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball Z. He's
The
over here.
Flash.
He's over here talking about a CW show, and I'm like, hey, what's up? I've never just been like,
Hey, man.
hey, Mac or PC, right?
Jon Snow. You're like, who the fuck are you?
Hey, you look like someone who plays Skyrim, so Stormcloak or Imperial?
No, but no. You gave that question with context. You didn't just walk over the, hey, man, I'm Jacob, Stormcloak or Imperial. And you're like, huh? What did you just say to me?
I live. In
Dude,
this.
I'm losing my mind. I walk up to somebody randomly and do that shit.
No, the thing,
I'm losing my shit.
no, the thing that I think is interesting, because one of these would actually work, I think. Which Harry Potter house you're in, I legit think.
Because there's personalities attached
You know what I
to
think?
that.
You know what I think? I think that would be a great conversational piece with a girl.
I've only had these conversations with the girl. When she was like, oh yeah, I'm more of a Hufflepuff type. Bitch, they ain't even in the movies.
I don't know what this means! I didn't watch all the movies, I don't know.
So does that mean that you're DTF or? What?
Nah, she gotta be Slytherin for that.
Jesus.
Alrighty, guys. Final thoughts on anything?
I think we gave every thought possible to this, to be honest.
There was no original thought, so we've been letting them all just fly.
We've just been
out.
shit posting.
Hey man, look,
Shit posted.
you need an episode like this about once every month. To be honest,
Do we?
you do. You do.
Alright, well, it's been a pleasure, so.
Yep.
All right, well, I guess that's another episode of Operation CMG. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and or Spotify.
You can also follow our Facebook and Twitter at Operation CMG and our Instagram at op_CMG.
Over and out.